certainly disappointing to come here at home and go out and lose a football game. I think Rutgers is a very good football team. I think they do what they do very well. They play against the run. They're a very physical football team, and they run the ball. The thing that I think this game really, what it boiled down to is we turned the ball over 5 times. And third down, really, we couldn't get off the field on defense. I thought we played excellent on first and second down. I mean, I know we look at it and say that a tailback rushed for 150 yards, but he ran the ball 40 times. I mean, they were going to run the ball, and I thought our front 7 really played pretty well. But our inability to get off the field on third down defensively, and then turning the ball over, like I said, I say 5 times. We had 3 interceptions. We fumbled a punt. After our defense goes 3 and out to start the second half, we fumble a punt, and then we can't make a 4th and half a yard from the 30-yard line in the first half. I mean, those are all turnovers that take points off the board. It's just unfortunate. I thought both teams competed very hard. I thought it was a really physical football game. We just made too many mistakes in that football game to be able to come away with a victory. We've talked about this before. But I think when you look at that, we were -4 in the turnover battle. And you're not going to win many football games when you're -4 in the turnover battle. We've got to do a better job of taking care of it. And that is on us as coaches. That is on us as players. I mean, we've just got to find a way to protect the football. Because if we'll protect the football, we'll at least give ourselves a chance. And I thought we did a better job of that last week. But unfortunately, I think 2 of our interceptions came on tip passes, didn't they? One down in the end zone when we drove down there, just went off Evan Landy, and then the one screen pass that just went off Demetrius Murray. It's just unfortunate. I think BJ is competing his tail off, and without much of a running game in front of him, I really thought he did a good job today out there handling all the pressure that he received.
Skip, what did they do to take away kind of the traditional running game? It seemed like a lot was on Daniels from the start offensively.
There was a lot on him. We weren't able to run the ball. Until I see the film, I really can't tell you. I think might have been a couple times because they outnumbered us. You know, they first play the game, they bring the free safety blitz, very aggressive. Maybe a couple times they outnumbered us, but other than that, I mean, we talked about we had to match their physical aggressiveness up front, and I don't think we did it with our offensive line. I don't think we matched it. I don't think we played near as physical and aggressive up front as we need to as an offensive line in the conference game if we want to have any chance to win. And then you put an awful lot on your quarterback, and like I said, then we turned the ball over 5 times.
Skip, you guys haven't had a conference game this early in the season. What is the key to not letting this 0-1 become bigger than it is?
No, the same thing. You don't let a 1-0 become bigger than it is. You know what I mean? Just you don't let a win this early make your season, and you certainly don't let a loss this early take away from the season that you have the ability to have. I've said this before, we're a work in progress. I still think we're a work in progress. Obviously, there's quite a few things we need to correct on, but the thing as a coach that we have got to do, if we want to have any chance at all, we cannot turn the ball over. It's something we have harped, we've talked about. We've got too many guys that are playing too hard to take care of that thing the way we're taking care of it. Until we can learn to coach it better and learn to take care of the football, you're not going to win a lot of football games. The game's so important. I mean, the ball is so important. They named this game after it. I mean, it's the only thing that matters. And if you go out there and put it on the ground or give it up, you're not going to win many football games. I'm frustrated as a coach because we've got so many guys that are playing so hard that to turn the ball over, you feel like you got to keep fighting your way out of a hole that we keep creating for ourselves. We're digging our own hole. I mean, it's one thing if we weren't digging it ourselves, but we're digging our own hole. We've got to eliminate some of those. We've got a couple days now. It was a short week. I make no excuses. It was a short week. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm saying that because that means, you know, we'll have a light day tomorrow. Then we'll have Saturday off. We'll probably take Monday off, where we have a chance to get our legs back underneath us a little bit more and watch this film and look at where we are and get ready for Ball State. That's all we can do as a football team at this point.
You were inside the 34 straight possessions in the first half, and you have 6 points at half. I mean, is there a deflated feeling to that somehow, or what's the feeling at halftime with those opportunities gone?
No, I think, you know, I thought Larry Scott did a phenomenal job at halftime. He went back in that back room and grabbed that offense together. I thought they were revived, energized. I mean, coming out second half, I thought they were ready to play. When I went back and talked to the offensive line, hey, that's a half. That one's over. Whatever happened in that half, put it behind us. Let's not let the first half beat us twice. Let's go out and play the second half, erase the first half, treat it like the beginning of the game, and treat it like we're down 10-0. It's 6-3, we got the win. Defense goes 3 and out. We put the ball on the ground on a punt return, and they end up scoring, and it's 6-6, and you're in a football game. Like I said, the deflating part was holding on to the football, because out of those trips inside the 30-yard line, like you talk about, 2 of them were turnovers.
Coach, was there any talk amongst the team about how Rutgers seems to have our number and
Not that I heard, no. Not that I heard. I don't believe there's a curse. I don't believe there's a cloud. I don't believe in that. I believe our curse was we turned the ball over 5 times. You know what? That's where they have our number, and we control that. We control how many times we turn the ball over. We turned the ball over 4 times. I mean, we had 3 interceptions and a fumble, and then the 4th and 1 I talked about. But no, there was no talk. There's no black cloud. There's no Thursday night curse. There's no, Rutgers has our number. It's us going out and doing a better job as coaches and players of executing what we need to do to give our players a chance to win, because they're playing too hard not to have a chance to win.
Skip, for all those turnovers, you had the ball in a tie game with 6.5 minutes left. Why do you think you guys weren't able to do more offensively on those last 2 drives?
I'm going to look at it. They blitzed us. There was a little bit of pressure. Again, I haven't seen all the film. You're on the sideline. I got the worst seat in the house. To be able to sit here and evaluate a game. There was some pressure on a couple of the plays. There was one time I know they didn't blitz anybody. They said we got beat on an end stunt. I was kind of looking down the field, but we got beat on an end stunt one time. They looped the nose around one time. Pressure on our offensive line. We didn't execute very well going down the stretch, but it was all passing. It was all passing at that point because we kind of had a clock going against us, and we weren't able to run the ball very consistently.
If turnovers are an issue, what do you do to kind of correct that?
Like I said, we've got a turnover circuit. We talk about it. We preach ball security. As coaches, we've got to do a better job with it, and our players got to understand how important it is. I don't care if we have to run with 2 hands on the ball. I don't care how funny we look doing it. If we don't turn it over, we've got a chance to win. I mean, if we run with the ball like this, we have a chance. And then, 2 of the interceptions just come off of, a drop screen and a drop ball in the end zone that just went off of our hands. They dropped the screen too. We just weren't there to pick it off, when the ball bounced to green grass. We just got to keep emphasizing that. We can't put that thing in danger.
You consider the landing play a luckless or lack of concentration?
Again, I was on the other side of the field. I don't have the television copy replay and all that ability to look at it. It looked like it was a bang-bang play. The guy was on his back. I couldn't tell if he could get both hands on it. I couldn't see all that. If you get both your hands on it, what we talk about, if you can't catch it, then it bats down, but it doesn't go through. Bats down, incomplete pass, it's 3rd down, we're fine. We look to play another play. Having to go through your hands or knocking it up in the air are things we can't do, especially down there in tight quarters.
Skip, this is 3 games in a row where time of possession has been decidedly against you. Do you worry that that's having a factor in fatigue when your defense is on the field as much as it is?
Well, yeah, and I think that goes back to running the ball. because every time you throw an incomplete pass, the clock stops. Where when you're running the ball, you're just churning out plays. And again, I think our inability to get off the field on 3rd down was the key defensively. Because I don't know how many times they had 3rd and long yardage situations where we stopped them on 1st, stopped them on 2nd, had 3rd long, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. And they completed. I thought they did a great job of executing their game plan. I thought their quarterback showed a lot of poise, and we weren't able to get a lot of pressure on him, and he was able to sit back there, and I thought he threw the ball very accurately tonight. It's frustrating, like I said, because I know so many players have worked so hard. I know they play so hard, but it's not about playing just hard. It's about playing smart. We've got to do a better job as a football team of playing smart football. Thank you all.